Yes!
The first thing they're gonna hear.
You made it sound like we were going, you motherfucker! I had the voice and everything. I was ready. Watch it. You gonna try to say, alright, now let's go, and we ain't gonna be
Yep.
fucking live, and I'm gonna
Yep.
fuck it up.
We're
We're
already
live, aren't we?
live, and we just lost the
You!
monetization.
Monetization. We ain't monetized.
Not yet. We
You
still
too damn
got.
small for us to be monetized, and your ass ain't
Hold on, how
live.
many oh, we got 70 subscribers. Yeah. We
No, we
got
don't. Are you
what?
serious?
Yeah, we got 70 subscribers right now.
You're lying to me. There's no way we have 70 subscribers.
Well, I have 70 subscribers. You probably don't have any, but that's the
I
channel
have
that.
two. Fuck you. They're probably both people I know.
It's probably my grandma that made the 70 subscriber.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I know who your 70 subscriber was because she was sad that she turned you from 69 to 70. Uh,
Okay, folks, we got a
that shit
ton
was
of
funny.
topics today. So much shit has
You
been
say that
going
last
on.
time we didn't have too much to talk about.
Oh no, we got that. So something I want to bring up first is the Sparkling Zero game is obviously set over like had their $110 what you call it deluxe edition is
Price.
outselling COD right now, and
Oh,
this
you
one
talking about the Dragon
costs
Ball Z
more.
game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. That's of course that's gonna sell. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, I mean, not to mention, have you seen it? Like, this game looks better than Kakarot did.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it's pretty good looking.
these people have been waiting for
It's
this
a sexy bitch.
game for what, like over 10 years since like
Have
2007.
they really?
Yes. They
Have
have
they?
been
I
they
was
have
gonna say,
been
because I've
waiting
never
for a
heard of it.
new Tekaichi game since 2007. Hold on, let me look it up.
Oh, I was about to say, is this the new Tekkaichi game? I didn't think it
Yeah,
was.
it's the
Folks, I'm
fourth
gonna
one.
butcher that name. Just stick with me. I butcher my own language, folks. I'm gonna butcher Japanese too. So anything named weirdly, I'm going to butcher it.
Yep. I don't blame you because I probably messed
Said
it
it
up.
wrong as well. Yep.
So,
I was about to say, I thought they were just going to call it the fourth one, because I think what was it? Previously
well,
they were up to 3,
in
and
ja
I think
in Japanese, they actually call it instead of Budokai Tenkaichi, which
Budokai.
is what they say in Japanese. The first release was like in 2005 with the first one,
Yeah, I
but
had the very first
in
one. Yeah.
Japanese, Budokai Tenkaichi just means like sparkling so and so, right? I don't speak
Oh.
Japanese,
Oh. Okay.
so it makes sense why they call it
Guess it does the
Sparkling
line for you.
Zero here because you know in Japanese, it's called sparkling, blah blah blah.
Oh, okay.
But it
I was just gonna
says,
believe you. I ain't gonna fact check you on that one because I.
holy crap. Okay.
Oh, but yeah, no, it's. I guarantee. I wouldn't. I'm not surprised it's doing well. I mean, it's a good Dragon Ball Z game. Plus, it's a little bit different than
Mm-hmm.
what do you call it? Was it the Xenoblade games?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, though I enjoyed the first one. I haven't really played too much the second one from what I've seen. It was okay. There were some elements of it that I kind of got a little annoyed with, but it
The
was all right. It wasn't too bad.
the first Tekkaichi game came out October 6, 2005, and then released October 18th, 2005 for North America, and then in Europe
I was about
nobody really
okay.
gives a shit in Europe, but and the third one released November 13th, 2007 in North America and October 4th, 2007 in Japan. And that was the third
Well,
one.
somebody
The one
obviously
that
loves the
just
red
came
coat.
out is the fourth one.
Yeah, no, I mean this is. I mean, honestly, I'd be honestly shocked if it did terrible. I mean, I would be astonished if it did bad. But no, I predicted this thing was going to do well.
Mm-hmm. People are speculating that this may actually be Game of the Year, which I don't
I
blame
don't
them
know because
because
I'd be surprised if it was, because I know a lot of people's kind of looking at that oh hell, what's that other game they're really wanting to push? No, I think it's gonna be Concord.
Dude, there's
No, it's not
164
gonna be Concord.
characters in this game, in the fourth
Oh
one.
yeah, Dragon Ball's got a lot of characters.
Oh yeah. And then on top of that, they got GT characters. Like,
Oh really?
yeah, they got
Ooh,
GT, all kinds of shit now. And that's just base game.
GT.
You get more out of this base game than what you get out of Call of Duty. That's sad. That is hella sad.
Well, to be fair, I don't think Japan has gotten to the level of money hungry yet. Give it time. We'll see how they do.
Dude,
I
have you
mean,
seen
because they are
Nintendo? They
some
just
of
released
their
that damn
games are.
clock. That hundred
Yeah, I
dollar
know.
clock.
Don't remind me about that damn clock. What was that clock called?
Mm,
I forget. It's so stupid.
I'm looking it up.
That clock was honestly like from what I've heard from a lot of people, it's like, and Nintendo, do you not realize that smartphones are a thing? Like
It's
seriously,
called Alarmo.
like people. Yeah, Larmo, that's it. Yeah. Okay, but to be fair with the clock thing though, I kind of can see some people buying that, like hardcore Nintendo fans. I could see them buying this,
Um, there's only
but
one
your average like,
problem I have with this clock, and you want to know what?
oh, the fact that it tracks your movement.
Well, I'm that, but I mean, biggest thing, major thing.
Let me
It's
guess, it's price because I don't even know how much it costs.
well, I mean, yeah, the price, but you want to know what the main thing is?
What's up?
That you can only use it when you're connected to the internet.
Oh, are you
I
serious?
am serious. I
So like all of that stuff's not even pre-downloaded onto the device itself.
Nope, you have to use the internet in order to use that goddamn alarm clock.
Wow,
That
that's stupid.
that is
I
probably
thought it was like a pre-downloaded, like it's all that stuff's already on there. It's just you choose between what you wanted to pick or whatever.
dude, I
That's
have a
honestly kind of
friend who
dumb.
has it and he says that it's not worth it.
I mean, I can imagine. I mean, I could have told you that just from the advertisement.
Like dead ass, I've never seen Nintendo make a blunder this bad since the Wii U.
Again, I don't think it's a blunder. We'll see.
Dude,
I don't know, because like I said, I mean, depending on how much it's cost and how much they actually put into this, I mean, we don't know how much money they put into this damn clock, to be fair.
alright.
So depending on how much money they put into it, and depending on how many people buy it, because like I said, there are a lot of actual hardcore, like you know how like there's the Disney adults, I guess that's what they call them, the like hardcore Disney fans. I mean, it's up to those folks, the hardcore Nintendo fans, to actually see if this is an actual failure. We'll see how many of them actually buy this product. So, but again, if you have like a smartphone, you honestly don't need this clock.
Yeah.
Your phone can do. I'm sure there's an app out there that already does all of this, what that whole alarm clock can do. But again, it doesn't have. It's like what was it? What is that? Like really big brand company? Is it Supreme? It's like you're. I think
I
this
think
product you're
so.
more buying a brand. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're more buying the brand than you are buying the actual like a good product, and that's what people are buying.
And I'm just going to get a image of this clock so people in the stream know what we are talking about because
What
I
we're
have
talking about.
yeah, because I feel like a lot of people on the stream. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, that way you see it.
Yep. Because I feel like a lot of people have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, what this clock is. I mean, honestly, I haven't really seen the. I've only seen this advertisement in other podcasts. I've yet to see like this advertisement in the wild. I've only seen people talk
And
about it.
this
That's
is
the only reason
what
why I know what it is.
yeah, it basically looks like this. And you have to be connected to the internet in order to use it.
See that is kind of lame. But to be fair, that's the age we're moving into where everything just has to be connected.
There we go.
Everything
I
has to be connected
yeah,
to the
looks just like this. So people
Yeah,
know.
it's that thing.
But yeah, it makes no sense why you would buy something like that because literally you can get your phone, plug it into the wall, and bam, you got an alarm clock. because all iPhones, all Androids, all Samsungs have a clock, alarm, and a stopwatch or world clock, whatever.
Yeah.
They're just built with that for this specific reason. Like, why spend $1,000 on a phone when it doesn't even come with a watch or a stop clock? It makes no sense. That's probably,
Yeah.
and you don't see Apple or anyone doing that. Hell, I've even, and Apple's actually working on something with their wristwatch.
What
When
are
it
they not working
comes,
on?
yeah, I know, right? And they're working on like some sort of way to test to see if you can like if you have diabetes or if you're low on insulin, like it will actually like draw blood for you at specific intervals throughout the day.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think you have to have some kind of like implant thing. I've seen people talk about that.
Yeah.
Like I think
It,
you have to have like some kind of implant thing or something like that.
hmm And something else I'm gonna go ahead and start bridging onto the next topic with this is Elon Musk now has a line of robots like the Iron Legion from Iron Man.
Are we really gonna talk about that?
Yes, we have to because
It's
I
called
don't care what
Optimus.
anyone says. It's so fucking cool to
It's
me.
called Optimus for God's sakes.
Hey, it works for you.
No, no, it does not. It looks nothing like Optimus Prime.
Hey, just ask him.
Nowhere
Hey,
near
let's.
the colors.
Here we go. All right, I just pulled up an
Also, you
image.
forget I'm a Decepticon fanboy, so it definitely wouldn't work for me.
Bro, this looks sick as fuck. My childhood mind is like going crazy for this right now because they literally
I would not
there's a
trust this at all.
dude, I was watching something on Twitter. I gotta find it where it just showed one of these robots like pouring a drink or something.
Yeah, it was pouring a drink for somebody and stuff like that. Yeah.
Dude, I don't care what
I don't
anyone
know, dude.
says.
I just could not trust this thing at all. That thing is gonna murder you.
I don't care
It's the
if it
start of
kills me.
the rise of the robots.
Yeah, it's like them robots from what you call them.
iRobot, yeah.
Yeah, or no, from Alien franchise. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh no, not those. Yeah. Yeah, nah, screw. Screw that, man. I've seen enough movies like that to know that this is a terrible idea, and we do not need to go down this path.
All right, here we go. I just pulled up
Hey,
the clip.
if that's
See,
the
look at
path
this
he wants to
shit.
go, you
This
guys
is
heard your thing.
cool,
My skills of
man.
killing
Let me
robots
have
right
my
now.
dream. This is cool. Like,
Oh, you can have
you
your
always.
dream when it's stepping on your neck and crushing your windpipe.
you, come
Remember the
on.
intro to the Terminator
Look.
movie, the first Terminator
Oh
movie?
my
Yeah, that's gonna be
god.
your skull.
Like I
That is going to
said,
be you.
look, there
Why
are
is it
some.
wearing a cowboy hat? Why does it have a cowboy
Let
hat? Oh, it's
it
because he's in
dream. Let
Texas.
my
That's
boy
why.
make his drinks. He is fucking
Okay, look, I'm
chilling.
for cybertronic beings, yeah, but like actual living beings and not whatever the hell this is.
I don't care, man. This is cool. My boy is chilling right now. He is straight up chilling. He has a
See, the
cowboy hat
moment
and
I see a
everything.
Decepticon symbol on these things, I'm gonna be switching sides. I'm like, okay, I'm working for the Decepticons now because you know I've seen where this goes and I know who's probably gonna win this battle. Well, who's gonna come out majority on top for a little bit, and then I'm gonna immediately switch sides once the
Oh,
Autobots start winning again.
exactly. There we
Because
go.
that's typically how it goes.
Perfection.
No,
There.
not perfection.
Yes,
It is an
perfection.
abomination. No.
This here is perfection. I mean, look at my boy. He chilling. All right, he's making amazing drinks,
All we're seeing is you know, me gun up shit and Generation
bro.
Zero. But
There are
damn,
some.
see that this
Okay,
gameplay
there are
that you're seeing right
some.
now, that is what's going to happen. That is right there is what's going to be happening.
Bro, my.
Honestly, do we even know if these are actually self-autonomous? Do we actually know if these things are actually being controlled by someone? Because the tech's
uh,
not there yet.
no, I don't think so. I think they have their own AI and everything.
I was about to say also, please do not let Japan get a hold of these things. Give it a week,
No,
and they will
man.
turn it into an abomination.
You're one day we're gonna have really chill cowboy robots. The next day we're gonna have
The
fucking
next day
robots
it's gonna
dressed
be
as Luna from Haluva Boss, ready to fuck. All
yeah.
right, we don't need that. We do not need that. We just need cowboy robots that can serve us liquor. That's all we need. But there is always
They
that
can
one
stay the hell away
person.
from my liquor.
There is only one person that would screw that up. Those types of,
It's kind of funny. The guy who actually likes robot, like who collects the Transformer shit, is the one guy who actually doesn't like the shit. Like
Well,
you could care less for like that kind of stuff. And me, I'm just like, fuck those
I
things.
hope you know
I
in the
don't want
next
them
20
nowhere
years
near
we're
me.
gonna have Michael Bay style Optimus Prime walking up and down Universal Studios. I hope you know
God,
that.
I hope not. I hope
Uh-huh.
not. I hope that I want those movies to die. They don't need to exist. They are
You,
so terrible.
bro, they're going to be like Autobots roll out, and he's gonna transform in the middle of the street and drive away.
Just gonna no, there's not because they're gonna struggle to be able to turn that into an actual transformable robot.
They will find
If
a way,
anything, they should do the G1 cartoon because it'll be a lot easier.
bro.
The
If
G1
there's a
cartoon's
will,
simpler.
there is a way, and we are going to have robots in the next
I
20
mean,
something years.
Japan already has transforming. They already have like a transforming robot car.
Bro,
They already have
Japan
that.
already has robotic maids that can scan QR codes to see menus.
Yeah. Now see, that's another thing I hate. I kind of hate that we're doing this. Have you been to one of those restaurants yet? Where they have the QR code menus. They're like they don't hand you a menu. They expect you to scan that little QR code and pull up the damn
Mm-hmm.
menu. That shit gets on my nerves. I'm like, just stick with the paper menus.
Uh-huh.
Is it that hard? Like,
Yeah.
dude, like what if my phone's dying or something like that? Like I've come here to eat. I'm not come here to play on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we should probably get on to our next topic of the day instead of talking about robots that'll eventually kill us, in our sleeps.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Um,
if I ever had one of those things, I'd have to lock up everything because my whole room's an arsenal. It'd be so easy for that thing to slip my throat.
I got a big one for you. And this just happened. Like, within, like, the last 3 hours.
Huh?
Oh really? I haven't heard this then. Uh-oh. I think we lost him, folks. I think he died. Oh, I think the
Oh,
robot
shit,
got
I'm
him.
dropping shit.
Yep, the robot got him. He's killing him right now, folks. See? That's I warned you. I told you that damn robot would beat your ass. Look who was right. It was me.
My dad went to steal
And
some
now
of
I'm
my
left alone.
chewy Quaker bars, my chocolate and oats. He just broke into my room, took like 3, and ran off. But
It's like I'm taking your shit. Goodbye.
yeah, exactly. So, Game Freak got a huge, got hacked, and they got a terabyte of their stuff stolen. Like the
Game
newest
Freak's still
Pokemon.
around? I thought they went out of business.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that
Oh no,
too.
no, I'm thinking again. No, I'm thinking. Never mind. I'm thinking of Game Informer. I don't know what. I'm thinking of the journalist. Never mind. Talking about the Pokemon company.
Yeah, so reportedly, and this is reportedly, this is like all speculation right now, but 9 times out of 10 this looks to be true. So I'm gonna pull this up from My Nintendo News because why not? Alright. So basically what happens was Game Freak had like a solid terabyte straight up of all their projects and the Switch 2 code names and like Pokemon Gen 10
Oh.
and all kinds of shit has completely broken out. So
Oh
if you want to
no.
read this article, it's right here. You might as well do it super quick. I'm just gonna skim through it.
Yeah.
But people have not only found like upcoming projects, but beta builds of Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Black 2 and White 2 were leaked. All of that was leaked. Like all the beta builds for those
Okay.
4 games.
Okay. So now, does this mean like the old ones, or the ones that they're that these are ones that they're thinking about remaking? Because if these are games
this
they're
is the
thinking about
old
remaking,
ones.
that's gonna be awesome.
This is the old ones.
Uh,
As far as I know,
why
this is
would
the
someone
old
be
ones.
interested in getting that? I mean, the other betas would be interesting to look at, but like that's
Hmm.
not too interesting of info to grab because
Well, like I said, take it with a
there's
grain
other
of
ones.
salt with everything
Yeah.
because about the leak, I don't really trust leakers. So,
Ooh.
um,
Information on the next Pokemon generation obtained by the hackers, with Generation 10 being referred to as Gaia.
mhm.
If that's gonna be the case, if they're making a Pokemon game called Gaia, or it's like they're referencing it to be Gaia, there might be a certain fan game that might be getting taken down here shortly.
Exactly. I was about to mention that, but if
Yeah, because
I
I have a Pokemon game on my phone. I mean, I don't have a ROM on my phone. No, Nintendo, I don't have anything like that. I mean, I
Oh,
have it on
we are
my Game
good.
Boy.
Yeah, Nintendo, we are good. We are good
Yeah,
boys
no,
and
I don't wish
girls.
to screw with you. Actually, you know what? Nintendo, go fuck yourself, because you need to bring back a lot of these old fucking games. I wouldn't be selling the high fucking seas if you wouldn't bring the shit back to sell it, because I'd buy the shit. You assholes. All right, my rant's done. Seriously, though, Nintendo, fucking
Oh,
bring
dude,
that
I'm
shit back.
dead.
Bring back the old games on the Switch so we could buy them and play them.
Hmm.
Like, come on. Like,
Exactly.
you would end the piracy deal if you would just bring all these old games back. I say this almost every podcast, I swear.
Yeah, man.
But
Like
it's
why
ridiculous.
like
I
why
mean,
not
yeah, they'd
release
probably
these
still have someone
games?
break in.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I didn't
I
mean to
was
cut
like,
you
they'd
off.
probably. I mean, no, you're good. I was supposed to say they'd probably still have people like hack into them and shit like that. But like, again, they just would not have the issues that they have if they would just re-release all these fucking games and just sell them. I mean, granted, yeah, just don't remake them. Honestly, they could sell all these old games. Even though it hurts me to say this, I'd probably still pay $30 to play some of these games.
Bro, I don't
Even
get
though that
why
it
any
hurts
of
me to
these
say that,
games are
at
on
least we'd have it.
NSO. Like
Some of
Pokemon,
them should be.
yeah, the OG Pokemon games, like the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, Red, Blue, and Yellow, should be on NSO. It makes no sense why
I
they
mean,
are
that's
not.
why. Seriously, if you go to like Etsy or some of the other like even eBay, there's like people making a killing right now out of making custom Game Boys, custom DSs, and just selling them. Like they'll even buy like broken uh, Nintendo DSs and like Game Boys. Like mine that's probably split in half. I could probably sell it to somebody and they'll want it for spare parts. That
Hmm.
way they can use the parts from it to rebuild other Game Boys. Like seriously, there's a whole market for that stuff, and Nintendo just will not utilize it. I get it; their old ways do save them from some stuff, as
Hmm.
we've seen. But on some of the stuff that they're just not wanting to push, it's like seriously, dude, you have a whole gold mine that you're just not tapping. Why? It's like there's just like legit gold staring you in the face, and they're just refusing to mine it.
Yeah,
Instead, they're mining a spot that's just nothing but solid rock.
and
And
I
you have
just,
gold, exposed gold right there.
yeah, I mean, like, look at this. Like, you can, people are making a killing just selling these old Pokemon games. Like,
Oh, I know. I know. Like,
13 to
I could pull up Etsy right
$79.
now and just go look for a bunch of them. Yep.
Oh no, did I just see one that was $6,000?
Probably, dude. No. Okay, so there's a on
There's one
Etsy. There's
here
a
for
I'm just see if I can.
$6,200. And what?
Yep. There is a GameCube on Etsy. It's like it's a Zelda theme. It's the whole like the casing has been removed and it's
Mhm.
replaced with an actual casing like Zelda style
Oh,
wood
dude, that
casing
sounds sick.
shield. Yes, and they sell. I think they sell it for a couple thousand.
Like,
But it is so cool.
I'm just showing this on stream right now.
If I can, let me see if I can find it.
Like, right now, I'm looking through all this, and you can see right here, $6,000 for a Pokemon game. That is absolutely insane. And then again,
Now, one thing they do, I think they do sell like custom Pokeballs and shit like
mhm,
that. I think they do sell that. Yeah, like I said, look at this. It's a whole market of all these games.
mhm.
All of these games, and some of them they're not even the actual real game. They just someone that went down and re-downloaded the ROM, and they're just mass producing these little games right here. Now that one's probably a real one. Yeah, it's probably sealed. Mm-hmm.
Look. People
if
are
it's a
selling
sealed
Pokemon
game,
Emerald for almost $200. It makes no fucking sense, man.
no, it makes
You
perfect sense. No, it makes
expect
perfect sense. You want to know why? Because you can't get it no more. It's hard to get it.
exactly, man.
It's a hard game to acquire. You got to type Pokemon.
It's right there.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
it's insane. Yep,
mm.
that's the original. And it's especially if the internal
Especially with the
battery
case,
is
it's
still
like
working.
$400, man.
Hmm.
Why else Nintendo do you think that we emulate our stuff? Why do you think we buy emulators? Or if you buy an emulator, you're fucking stupid. One. Second, why do you think we emulate this shit?
Yeah, don't, folks. If you are gonna get into if you're gonna sell the high seas, and if you are gonna get with them, don't pay for emulators. Don't. They're free. I mean, just be careful with the ones you download, and be careful from where you get them from. Be smart about it. Do your research. Like seriously, there are guides on YouTube that you can find that actually teach you legitly how to do it. But just be smart
Oh.
about how you do it. It's not honestly, it's not that hard. It's
Do.
super simple with some stuff. Unless you're an iPhone user, then not saying I put stuff on my game. Calm down, Nintendo, go away. But
There we go. You don't see anything. Nope, 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 nope.
oh, that $500, yeah, no, I see that.
No, you don't see
Uh-huh.
the
No, that's
emulators on the
six hundred
bottom of my
dollars.
screen. You do not see
What
the
emulators?
emulator.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
Um,
don't know what emulators you're talking about.
yeah,
I'm still trying to
exactly.
find this wooden GameCube so that we can pull it up because it's awesome, cool looking.
But like I said, it's absolutely bonkers, man, how these games are just not on NSO. You cannot play them on the Nintendo Switch. You either have to play them on an OG
Well,
Game Boy, a GameCube, or on the if you were around the time like 3DS, Wii
yeah.
U console, Virtual Console, or whatever.
I mean,
So,
I'm pretty sure we talked about this before on there, but like, oh, that's cool. There's like a mat of the original Ocarina of Time like disc. There's like an actual mat of it. That's kind of cool, like a floor mat, and it
floor
just looks like
mat.
a giant. Yeah, it's a floor mat that looks like the giant version of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time disc. That's kind of cool.
Hold on, wait. You gotta send me this.
Yeah, I'll send it to you though. 'Cause I'm still trying to find that wooden GameCube. He might have took it down, but yeah, no, this is
Wooden
kind of cool.
GameCube.
There is a wooden GameCube, but this is the well, it's the casing is wooden. It's the Legend of Zelda themed. Come on, send. There we go. All right. I'm pretty sure that's sent. Let me see. I'm still trying to find this GameCube. That's like it's. Oh, here it is, right here.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay, and here's the wooden the wood case.
Oh no, you can't do that to me, bro. You
Yeah, look at that.
cannot
It's
do that to
yeah,
me.
pull it up on the stream. Pull it up. Pull both these up on the stream.
You cannot do that to me, man. Oh, dude,
That
that is
looks
sick.
cool, don't it? Show the people on the stream. That way they can see how cool this thing is. Cause that is kind of sick. Seriously, they should be selling stuff like this. Like they should honestly be selling this type of stuff.
It feels like the
Like look how cool
fans,
that is.
dude. Oh
Like
my
it just
gosh.
looks like a giant version of that disc. Part of me wants to cut off a hole in the middle of it. Like that is awesome.
Is it? Did they
And
not cut a hole?
even the E for everyone's like holographic.
Oh, all you fuckers. I think
That is cool.
I would pay money for this rug. Like
See,
seriously,
that's what I'm
chat. I would
saying.
pay money for this rug. 119. Nah, that man get $200. I got my
See, that's what
wallet.
I'm saying, dude. There are guys out there doing this stuff with their merch, and like, you could make a good bit of money off of this stuff. Like, if Nintendo was just smart about it. Like, if they had like different departments that were designed to do all this.
Yes.
I mean, they do, but they don't do it to this level. Like, they're not that. I'm sure in Japan they probably do.
Well,
I'm
you gotta
sure
think
in
about
Japan
it.
there's probably
Like
companies that do that.
in Japan, they got different like lifestyle. They probably don't even use rugs in Japan. Not that much, at least, because they
Well,
got
no,
that.
not rugs. I'm just talking about like they have like merchandise stuff that we don't even get over here. I guarantee you they do. Because I guarantee you, I know there's Nintendo fanboys over here, like hardcore Nintendo buyers here.
Oh hell.
I could just imagine how crazy they are in Japan. I imagine they're even crazier. What do you call them? Otakus? Is that the guys who are like really into they're like super into certain things? I guarantee you, there's Nintendo
Is that a
otakus out there.
Wi-Fi adapter in the middle of that GameCube?
I think that is. Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. That's the wood one. That's the actual wood case. That one's actually kind of cheap, surprisingly.
Nintendo, what are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing? Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, too, that's that. That's that Wi-Fi adapter too. That's the bottom base. Because that usually does not come with that thing. Because I'm about to say the actual GameCube itself is a lot smaller than that, ain't it?
I don't know.
God, I gotta buy me a GameCube.
I
gotta
can't
buy
tell
me a
how
real
big this
GameCube.
thing. Bro, they got 3 different colors. I'm fucking done.
Are you serious? They do? They got 3 different materials?
Yeah, look at this shit.
Oh yeah, mahogany, walnut, and I can't read that other one, but yeah, they do.
No, I gotta see the different colors now. You can't just show me one.
Yeah, well, they're right there. Click that one. There's the way it looks. The other one looks pretty good. That red one, I'd get the red one.
Yeah, I'd get the
Yeah,
red
the
one.
Paw Doc. Yeah, the Paw Doc. It looks really good. I feel like that would fit the Zelda. I don't know. I feel like the walnut would probably fit the Zelda a little bit better. The Zelda theme.
Yeah, the walnut would definitely fit the Zelda, like Wind Waker. And then the
Yeah, I
Paw
mean, dude,
Duck would fit the Metroid look.
what's crazier, dude, is like the GameCube or the Game Boys the custom Game Boys that they make. Like, hang on, I'll send you one of the custom Game Boys that I was
Oh
looking at the
hell.
other day.
Oh hell,
Hang on,
bro.
okay, here's a Gengar one. Oh damn it, this item's no longer available. Damn, hang on. Okay, let me see. Are any of these available? Are any of these GameCubes available? There's that one. Where's another cool one? Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay. All right, check this one out. Here's another one from this, and this is like a custom. This is an actual working Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and they've just edited the case. Or they've actually. I'm pretty sure this case is probably 3D printed and painted.
Yeah, this
But this
looks
thing is
painted.
sick looking.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
but
90.
it still looks cool.
Dude, there was a Zelda one, a Zelda Game Boy. Hold on, let me look this up. You just reminded
Still
me
though,
of
like
this.
custom. I mean, like it's just so
Yep,
cool.
here it is. GBASP. It's a Majora's Mask. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but this thing, I wanted
Yep.
this as a kid, and I still fucking want this. And I don't have the fucking money. That's why people on the stream should donate so I can buy this shit. So I can.
Well, you get
And
reimbursed before you can donate.
oh,
Yeah, I see the one you're talking about. Yeah, it just showed up on the screen now.
dude, this looks so
Oh,
sick. I'd spend money on this. I'm disappointed to
yeah,
say
that gold
I
color's
am.
nice.
I would most definitely spend money on this.
Dude, is that a charger? Oh yeah. Oh wow, wow, it comes with a USB charger. That's actually kind of cool.
But
That is actually kind of cool.
like I said, I would spend money on this. I
Yeah.
love collecting video games. It is one of my like most favorite hobbies of all
Oh
time.
no, hey folks, that's something I recommend you do too. Like, I would recommend, since we're in like such a terrible, the gaming industry's not producing too many good games right now. There's plenty of old games, and there's plenty of affordable older generation consoles. Like this game that you see on screen right now, Metro 2033. I've probably talked about it before. It's a good one if you like horror shooters. I mean, the first game's definitely horror. The next 2 games, not too much horrors, but they're still pretty good. There's some others. I mean, there's plenty of awesome games that were on the 360. You got some that were on the PS2 that were awesome. And
Oh, fuck me
like,
in
what was
my
it? I think I looked up
ass.
a 360. I thought there was a 360 I looked up the other day. It was like $120 compared to what your newest the PS5 Pro that's out right now is like 700 something dollars. Like, granted, the graphics, it's old. There's a bunch of old, but you have solid game, and they are shutting down the servers for a lot of these games.
Mhm.
But
Bro,
I mean, you better collect them while you can, because people are starting to get into this hobby of collecting older game. Oh, that's actually kind of sick. But people are getting into the hobby of collecting old consoles. And if you want to start getting into it, you better get into it now before people start buying them up left and right. I mean, hell,
Oh,
even a Wii right now, the original Nintendo Wii, $120 or $130,
I have
cheapest.
a black Wii. Now, I know for a fact they ain't the original line of Wii's because the original lines that came
They
out,
were white.
they were
Hmm.
white. And that's what I used to have before my cousin fucking broke it, but we're not talking about that.
Someone sounds bitter. No, that's what mine is. Mine's the original. What's the white one? I don't know. I wouldn't go with the original one though. I'd probably go with the Honestly, the Wii U's not a bad system.
What is
Honestly, the
this?
Wii U's not a bad system.
When did this
Oh,
come
there's
out?
yeah. But if you're gonna
W-
get a Wii, I'd get the original Wii, the Wii U. Um, if you're gonna go for like, if you just want to play. Oh, one cool thing about the GameCube that not a lot of people know about is that you could actually, if you get the right cords to it, you can actually plug in a Game Boy game into it and then play it on a big TV
Oh, dude, I
with
know
the
that. That's
GameCube.
what I did. I played Donkey Kong Country
Yeah,
doing that.
not a lot of people know that you like seriously, you could take the older Pokemon games, plug them into a GameCube, and you could play them. Play the old GameCube games. I mean the old Game Boy games, the old Pokemon, the older general. You could play Emerald on the big screen without emulator. And of course, those you might have those people who complain is like, hey, I don't want to play on like old school wired controller. Well, good luck. Good news. They have
You
you
mean
know,
this?
they have wireless, yeah, wireless adapters now for controllers.
I mean, look at this
I
shit.
have Yeah, I have a controller right now that'll plug into my it'll plug into a GameCube and it plugs into my Wii, and it's a wireless controller.
So this
You just
bottom
get
piece
charged.
at the bottom here, which I hope the stream can see my my mouse, my cursor, is
Yeah,
the accessory that Pterodax is talking about. And then this left and
yeah.
right, they have speakers for this shit. And then on top of that, you have a screen,
Hmm.
an actual screen that you could put on the top.
That has extra speakers too. I
Yep.
noticed the extra speakers in the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah, don't forget that. And
Funny.
then you could change the selection of the AV
Hmm.
and you can change to multiple different TVs. So you can have this hooked up to multiple fucking TVs and be able to stream
Yeah,
the
this
same
thing,
game through like 5 or 6 TVs.
the Nintendo GameCube was insane. It is literally the AR-15 of video game consoles because of how customizable this platform was. Honestly, I kind of hate that they moved away from it. I kind of wish they would just keep upgrading the GameCube and making it better and better, and just keep making attachments for it. I mean, I get it. It wasn't the too profitable of a thing, but it's still cool how modular this damn console was. Like honestly,
Okay.
I don't think we've ever seen another console that was this modular like this thing was.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
got a
this thing
hot
just had
take.
so many pieces that could plug into it
I got a hot take for you, John,
on the
Pterodax.
GameCube.
Yes, on the GameCube. Alright, the only reason why the GameCube failed was because of the games that released on it at launch.
Yeah,
And
well,
the
I don't know. I think it was more of just its price too, because it was kind of expensive when it came out.
hmm.
Not to mention, I think its competitors killed it too, because back when I was growing up, because I know I'm a little bit older than you. You know, when I was coming up, back when like Xbox was seen as like the big boy games and Nintendo consoles were seen as
It
like
was
little kid games.
$200 for the
That's kind of how it
GameCube.
was.
a hundred
Yeah.
dollars lower than the PS2 and Xbox. That's
Well, I was talking about
crazy.
like ones the 360. Well, when the PS3 came out and the 360 came out, it really killed it. But then again, they were competing with the Wii at that time too.
But then again, the 360 and when did the 360 come out?
But yeah, I think that back then too, $100 or $200, that was pretty expensive back then as well.
360
But to be
was
fair, that's not the.
$400 at launch.
Hmm. Yeah, it was expensive.
And mind you, if we're talking like console wars compared with the 360, the PS3, and the Wii, I felt like the Wii won the console war.
I'm willing to say that I think Xbox 360 took that one, the console war on that one,
Mm,
only because of Call of Duty.
Well,
and
Call
just
of
because how
Duty,
awesome the
dude,
360
you
was.
could get Call of Duty on PS2, so it really doesn't matter.
That well, no, I was about to say, hang on, that and the fact that 360 also had private party chat. PlayStation 3 did not have private party chat. It had public party chat where you could not do solo party chats. That's why you notice like back when
Oh
remember the
yeah, I
Mayhaus crew?
remember because
Yeah,
PS3
the
it was
Mayhaus
like
crew, he
350.
originally played on PlayStation 3, then they switched over to the Xbox because it had private chats.
And then on top of that,
PlayStation, you can only do public.
uh-huh, and like I was saying, it also had the Blu-ray thing, which made it cost even more
Mm-hmm.
than the 360.
Had the Blu-ray player until they
Mhm.
upgraded the PS3 to have the Blu-ray player.
Mhm.
Yep.
I totally forgot about
So
that. So yeah, you're right
yeah.
because I remember too.
Now,
Yeah.
honestly, I do think we probably had the better games. I mean, Forced Unleashed. I know I've talked about that a lot, but playing as a freaking Sith, just beating the crap out of everything with the Force, that was awesome as hell.
Couldn't you do
You had
that?
a lot of good Zelda games that come out on that one,
You had
but
Twilight Princess
and
at
Mario.
launch. You had Wii Sports at launch. What combo was better? You know?
Honestly, I mean, but I mean, to be fair, you had a lot of good games on 360s too. You had a lot of good games. I mean, you had
Hmm.
Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2.
But what about
Um,
launch?
oh, at launch, I
Uh-huh.
forget what launched with the 360. I honestly forgot. I know what launched with the Xbox One, and its launch games wasn't too great. I think it was Dead Rising 4 and Son of Rome and some other game. I remember that one. Son of Rome was pretty cool. Son of Rome was actually really good for the Xbox One. I mean, it was a short game. I felt like you beat that game super quickly. Like that game, it barely felt like a full game. And Dead Rising 4, it was okay. I've never really been a big fan of the
No, Dead Rising 4
Dead
was
Rising games,
ass.
but
Dead Rising
it
3
was
was
okay.
really, really good. Dead Rising 4 had no psychopaths in it. That shit was boring.
Which one was Dead Rising? I might be getting mixed up. Was Dead Rising 4 the one where you're like a mechanic? Uh, you're stuck in the zombie thing. Ain't you like a mechanic or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit.
Okay, so is that 4? I thought that one did have psychos in it.
Mm, that's the third one.
Maybe it's the third one that launched with the Xbox because I remember that launched with it. Hang on, let me
I'm
look.
looking at it now. Perfect Dark, Quake, NBA 2K6, FIFA
Oh, that
06,
did have some good
AMP
games.
3, Call of Duty 2, Gun, Need for Speed, King Kong, Ridge Racer, Tiger Woods, Project Gotham Racing,
Hey, King Kong was a good
NHL,
game.
Maiden, NFL, Condemned,
No idea what
Tony
that is.
Hawk, American. What the fuck? What does it say?
Tony Hawk was pretty good.
American Wasteland. Okay.
No idea what that is. But I mean, hey, they had Xbox 360 had some solid launch some games that launched on it. I mean, Quake 4. Enough said there.
Mm.
So, which honestly, that's a game franchise they need to bring back, but they'll fuck it up.
When did this launch?
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if they could bring back Quake because Quake had some pretty horrific scenes. Because that's the game where they saw your legs in half and they turn you into a cyborg right in front of you.
Oh yeah.
Like had that horrible scene where they just like lobotomize you as you're playing. So I don't know if they could actually bring that one back. Because they're too soft nowadays to do stuff like that.
Dude, I was
I mean, it would be
six.
nowhere near to the level of what they did.
I was 6 years old when this console came out.
Yep.
Fuck me. I'm 25 right now. I'm almost 26. 20 years ago this console came out.
Yeah, it's
I feel old,
yeah, you feel like
man.
a fossil.
Oh
Hey, but it was a good console though. It was not a bad console at all, by no means.
I remember when this
To be
game.
fair, the PlayStation 3 wasn't one
Mhm.
either. The PlayStation 3, if my opinion, I feel like the PlayStation 3 did have the better games because it had a lot more Japanese or international titles to it,
Mhm.
whereas the Xbox did.
Yeah.
Because like there was a lot of like really good like Gundam games that launched on the PS3. Um, that we just didn't get over here, like the Blue Destiny games, the Gundam side story games. We just didn't get those over here, which sucks. I mean, I'd love to play some of those.
Yeah, it does suck. There's
Yeah,
a
but it's just we're just not Japanese enough for them. We can't have their
yeah,
awesome
they don't
games.
like
You know,
us.
they just screw us with our.
Hmm.
To be fair, I'm kind of in the same boat with them nowadays, but
Oh, dude.
but because I was talking about it earlier. Here's kind of a funny topic because this has to do with some stuff. Did you guess what? Guess what's come back from the grave? We thought this game was dead, but apparently not. It's coming back.
What?
Concord still lives.
No.
That horrible game, it actually is coming back. And they're going to launch it as a free to play since it has failed. So what that means to me is they're probably just going to try to make it free to play, but they're just going to put a bunch of like, you know, a shit ton of microtransactions in the game just to try to coop their losses. Because they're adding a bunch of updates to it now, trying to get it to come back. Yeah, they're trying to get Concord to come back, which I don't know how because like, dude, when this game launched, it literally only had double digits of people playing it. Now this was only on Steam. I don't know how many people were playing it on PlayStation, but on Steam, it never made it to the triple digits. I mean, it was just sad. So, but hey, PlayStation's got to make their money out of this somehow.
What the? When was this? When did they
Yep.
make? Oh, see, this was. Okay, I gotta go and look for a recent post. Give me a moment. What? Oh, see, here we go. Okay.
Yep.
And
No, but
something's blocking the top of. What is this? Get off my screen. Pop-up ads
you
are
need ad blocker.
evil. You're evil. Evil. Get off my
Well, you should
screen.
be using ad blocker.
I am.
I mean, no, you don't use ad blocker, ain't
Look.
that right, YouTube? No, he doesn't use ad blocker.
Oh yeah, this is
You
definitely not ad blocker. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
know.
ooh.
But no, it's honestly, it's just so freaking sad, dude. So freaking
What
sad.
in the world?
Yeah,
Dude,
there
let
are
this
definitely people
game
trying to keep us.
die. Nobody cared about this game. This was probably one of the worst games of this year. Because you wanted to go
And no,
woke, you went broke.
well, no, this is why I legit call this game the modern day ET. If anyone remembers the ET game that launched for the Atari way back in the day, I'm pretty sure it's the Atari. That game literally almost killed the gaming industry. That
Mm-hmm.
game literally almost killed the American gaming industry. And this, I mean, of course, this ain't nowhere near that. But I'm only comparing it to ET because we have yet, ever since that game ET came out, we have yet to see a game sell that terribly like that one has. Hell, people were buying the physical copies of the game as novelty items just to have a history piece of like saying, hey, I have a piece of the game that failed this terribly.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly just so pathetic.
Yeah, man.
It really is.
Why
Well, not
can't
just that.
we?
It's not. Well, even
Oh.
if they decided to go with politics in the game too, it's like you made a hero shooter when there's already a ton of hero shooters out there. And see, I don't know if you played this game yet or have you seen it. Have you seen Off the Grid? It's
Yeah.
another BR style game. It's another battle royale style game.
Mm-hmm.
But this game does something different. It's not like Fortnite or Apex Legends or anything else like that. This one, the way its mechanics works, yeah, they have some cool guns in it too, and it's like futuristic. But like you can actually swap out your limbs because you're like you use cybernetics and stuff like that in this game, kind of like Cyberpunk a little bit. But like but like you can swap out your right arm, your left arm, and both your legs, and each of them can do like a unique ability or something like that. Like you could have a right arm that could pop up a shield, or you could have a left arm that like shoots javelin missiles, or you could have a leg that or your legs can either let you run super fast, jump high in the air, so that way you could use a jetpack, or just actually like launch freaking mortar, like have them launch mortar rounds out of your legs. So there's a bunch of unique different stuff, and there's something different that this game does. Where Concord, it was just a legit another hero shooter that added nothing. There was no special game mode. There was no this, no that. There wasn't like a breakable atmosphere. It was legit just the lamest like hero shooter I've ever seen. And honestly, it had nothing interesting to it. Yeah, this right here is off the
Yeah,
grid right here. It's
yeah, go
Battle
check
Royale,
this
and it's
guy out right
honestly
here.
kind of it's honestly kind of it's an interesting game. I mean, now me, granted, I don't really care too much about Battle Royale games. I suck at them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good. I mean, I'm a PvE player. I do way better. And now, from what I've heard, this game's not going to be just PvP, and it's not going to be Battle Royale game only either. This game is still a beta. They are still working on a lot of game modes.
Yeah, I
From
can
what
tell
I
just
think
by
I've
looking at
heard,
it with the trees spawning in and everything that it's got to be a beta.
yeah, like it's still rough, but from the gameplay that we do have, it's actually pretty fun, and it's free to play. Like this game is free to play.
See, she just swapped her legs out. Look at that.
Yeah, yeah. Like
This
I
is
said,
reminding me of
you could do a lot
Blackout.
of interesting stuff.
Like, if anyone's ever played Black Ops 4 with Blackout,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
still
It's like I
damn
said, the battle
interesting.
royale is really cool, and like there's like interesting stuff that you could do. You can swap your legs, swap your arms. Your backpacks does something special and different. I mean, like, and there's like then now there are some stuff that I feel like they do need to improve upon. Like, for example, when you go to like, because you can put
Oh my
plates in
god,
and
they
stuff
got
like that
fucking
for armor.
javelins for arms. Are you fucking
Yep.
serious?
Yeah. Yeah, where it launches like an actual it launches 3 javelin missions, yes, or missiles. But one thing I think they do need to improve upon a little bit is probably the frame rate issue. There are some frame rate issues. Well, if you're playing on console, there because I
Mhm.
play on the PS5 Pro, and there are not Pro. I mean, I don't know
I was
why
about
the
to
hell it says
say, if
Pro.
you bought that,
No,
you
I
are a
didn't pay.
fool.
I didn't pay. No, I did not pay $700 for that fucking piece of shit. No, I mean I'm used to saying the PS4 Pro, and my mind just wanted to say PS4 Pro. I don't know why, but. The plates also, like it's like when you go to put one in, you only put one slot in, so you have to hit it 3 freaking times if they completely broke you. So I mean, there's some stuff that they are gonna have to improve. Now, there's some stuff that is pretty cool about the game. The sensitivity is definitely something you're gonna have to edit when you first get in, because the sensitivity is like super low for the default. Like it
Mhm.
is like, ooh, you move at the slow, like you move at a tank speed. Like, good God. But, like, yeah, no, there's, like, a bunch of different stuff. There's, like, these little hexes. You see on one of them pick up a hex. The little
Mhm.
trail, you can go drop those off, and you get, like, weapons out of them, different
Please tell me
arms
you
for
can fight
loadouts.
without feet.
Yes, you can. Your legs can pop off. Hell, you can go in the menu, pop your legs off, and then just crawl around. I'm not kidding. And you can just pop your arms, and they can this thing, too. Say, for example, you're using your assault rifle, right? And someone shoots off your right arm, you're going to lose that gun that you were just holding. They can shoot your limbs off. It is so cool. That's what I'm saying. This is a
Oh,
battle royale that does something different that other battle royales don't do. So that's why it is going to have its dedicated customer base. Whereas Concord, there was nothing special about it. The only thing that was special about it is we have pronouns. We have politics. That is the only difference. So,
bro, you're right. We need more games like this. I want to play fucking Oddball or fucking Mini Me from Austin Powers. Come on, let me play it.
I mean, they need to you just want to pop. It is kind of funny when you go into the menu and pop your legs off. It is funny looking. But like I said, you see how they down them and stuff like that. But yeah, no, this is a neat little game. It is and it's either I think it's only 20 gigs on PlayStation, probably a lot smaller on PC. So I mean, it's from what I've played of it,
A
I've played a
hook
lot with a
shot.
couple of my buddies. Now it is only so far there's only teams of 3. You can't do solo runs. You can't do teams of 2. It is only 3 teams of 3, and you can't do a solo team. So you're forced to play with people. But again, I mean, it is a beta, and from what I've seen of it, though, it is a really fun little beta. It's surprising.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, there are a lot of stuff they do need to improve. Like when it comes closer to the end of the match, the circle gets really really tight, and sometimes you're just not even focused on it, and it just instantly closes. Like in
yeah.
Fortnite and PUBG,
I
the
got the
circle or the gas will like close in a little bit closer. This one, it just keeps moving when you get to a certain point. It feels like it don't even stop. It just keeps slowly moving. Of
I
course, it does
got
stop. The
I
time between, it just
mhm.
eventually gets you.
I got gameplay playing right now.
Yeah. But now, and it's kind of cool too. It's like, for example, you got the running. Here's a cool thing. I've never seen another game do this either. You'll just see like some of the guys, they'll just run around with the real fast sprinting legs. If one of your teammates who doesn't have this pair of legs runs behind you, they can run at the same speed as you and stay behind you. Like one guy can run the runner legs, or the
Hmm.
road. I think they're called road runners. Where the lightning coaches. If anyone like, if you and your teammates like running that lightning thing or whatever, they could keep up with you. They could stay at the same speed. It's actually kind of cool.
That's what I'm looking at
So
right
like
now.
you're not leaving you. Yeah,
If
is that way you're not leaving your teammates behind? But no,
like,
it's a really cool little game.
dude, I'm looking at this
I
guy
will say
fucking
though,
zoom around.
shotguns and SMGs are they're overpowered. Oh, but that's a good thing though. They're not like overpowered, but they're just fun to use. The snipers, and they're okay. I'm
See,
not
he's
like
got
again.
his arm blown off in the clip that I'm looking at
Yeah,
now. He has like no arm, so
yeah.
he's using the legs to fucking get the fuck out of there until he
That's the
finds
thing
a
too. If
new
you get your arm
replacement
blown
arm.
off, you can still draw. Yeah, you'll lose that gun that you were holding, but you can still draw your other gun and shoot with your left hand. It's still super cool. And if you lose an arm, you could just run up to an area, run up to loot boxes, try to find another arm, and just slap it right back on.
Hmm.
Sometimes I think I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think if you get your limb shut off and you win the battle or whatever, I think you can pick up your arm that was shot off. I
That
think.
or
Don't hold me
just
to that quote. I'm not sure if you can.
I'm willing to bet if someone shot your arm off and you can go and take someone else's arm instead.
Oh yeah, no. If you kill that, you can go take their arm. That's if you have the ability to do that. Because a lot of times you don't, from what I've noticed, because it's just how fast paced it is. Because
Hmm.
this game is super fast paced.
Oh yeah, see this
Like once
his
if there's like a
teammate
couple
just
teams
dropped
on
him
you,
an arm.
yeah. But no, this game is like super fast paced though. It's not really too slow at all.
But yeah, this
But
looks like
yeah,
a hella
no,
cool game, man. This I
oh yeah, it's fun, and they are gonna add like this is just gonna be strictly a battle royale. They are gonna add other game modes. I think from what I saw, they're gonna add like PVE modes too as well to it. So I mean, this game just came out like I think a week ago, so
yeah.
it just dropped, and I'm already impressed with what they did with it. I mean, it's really cool looking,
I'd be down to play
and the
this.
game
I
modes are
just suck
fast.
ass at battle royales. The
Oh no,
only
I don't like battle royales either. I despise battle royales because I'm
I'm
not good at them.
the last time I played a battle royale, I believe it was like no build on Fortnite, and even then I was terrible. I don't have the spatial
Yeah,
awareness for it.
no, I just don't like battle royales. I don't like the game mode. But
Oh, I think
yeah,
this
no,
guy's.
that's that one though.
Hmm.
But
But
you got another topic for us?
um, yeah,
Segue
we're
onto the other
all.
one.
I think that's about it. I don't think there's really much going on except
And
for
see,
like
here, there's people
drama
saying we
and
had a bunch
stuff.
of
But
topics
we,
today.
yeah,
I mean,
the
oh,
only,
nothing on
like I
your mind
said,
over there.
we try not to cover like drama stuff unless we have concrete evidence where it's like something to do with gaming. But
That or just
mhm,
politics in general.
yeah, we try to avoid stuff like that because that's just
Yeah,
not what we do. But
not what we want to do. Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk politics, we'll go do a whole nother stream for that type of shit. We just don't want to do
yeah, because we don't want to get like copyright struck or not that we don't care about people's
politics.
feelings, which we really don't. We just don't like talking about
We
because
don't.
it's like a minefield, you know. Every time we bring up politics, it always makes someone pissed and upset, and they start
I mean,
whining
to be
and
fair, I've probably
crying.
pissed off a lot of people talking about Star Wars, so
Uh, yeah, like if,
so
for
I've pissed off
example,
a lot of Star Wars fanboys. I guarantee it.
mhm, so like if there's like a new Star Wars game that came out, then we would talk about it. And if it had something to do with like something that was going on with Disney, then yeah, we would talk about it. Like for example, Kingdom Hearts 4, we already know that's in development, and there's been a lot of rumors and small
Oh,
leaks with that, but I mean nothing like super concrete that is just not
honestly, I still
100%
don't understand
proven.
why they're going on with that one. I still don't understand why they're continuing with the Kingdom Hearts series because like it is so over bloated. I'm just gonna use that bloated because like it's the story is so damn complex. I guarantee you, those who writing it have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Well, Nomura,
It's
the
just,
person that created Kingdom Hearts, he's already gone off and said that Kingdom Hearts, as of now, like Kingdom Hearts 4 and onward, will be the final saga of Kingdom Hearts, and that it is
yeah. I mean,
ending.
to be fair, it kind of needs to end because like it's just. Not saying the games aren't bad. Like 1 and 2 were one personally my favorite JRPG. Well, not JRPGs, but they're one of my favorite games of all time. They're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 was really bad. 3 was not great.
That's a
And if they
hot
make
take.
this next one, I don't think this one's gonna be too great either. Because me myself, I know I didn't enjoy 3 too much, and from a lot of other people who I've talked to who played it, they did not enjoy it as much either. I mean, but then again, it's like it's a game from like what was it? When's the last time they actually made a really like a console version of Kingdom Hearts like dedicated?
I think that was Kingdom Hearts 3, and that came out in like 2017, didn't it? I think it did, at least. I'm not too sure. And I think we just lost him. Actually, you know what?
Let's see.
Oh, there you are. You went
Oh, did you
silent.
lose me?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh shit. Hang on. Oh, okay. No, I'm
But
still talking.
nah, what I was trying to say is I'm not sure like the specifics, but I think Kingdom Hearts 3 came out in 2017.
Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah, it did. It
But yeah, this is
yeah.
turning into a smaller podcast because we just don't have anything to talk about.
No, there's a few more topics we could talk about. I mean, there's a few. Let's see here. Hang on real quick. Let me
Like,
pull something.
like I said, I can't really think of anything because we just a lot of stuff not going on. I think like the only thing that's really screwing us up right now is just the hurricane aftermath because we live in a part of the United States where the hurricane has kind of affected us, not to the point where we're drowning in sewage, but we're still like
Yeah,
recovering.
well, yeah, Georgia's still struggling to get power, or not
Hmm.
power, but just I've noticed cell phone service, internet service still kind of struggles a little bit
Hmm.
because there'll be times where like I mean I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere, but I'm not that much out in the middle of nowhere, and my cell phone service will just completely cut out,
Yeah.
and like I'm trying to and my internet service will not be too great either, so that has been of messing with stuff, and
Hmm.
just every day to day stuff as well, but I mean. No, like I said, we're still gonna get this shit right. It's gonna take us a while to get professional. I mean, hell, we're only on what episode 4. I kind of want to technically call this episode 3 because episode 3, I don't know what the fuck that was. uh,
Yeah, I
oh,
don't know.
okay. Here's some news that I didn't talk about. Like this is old news. Old. I don't even know if you know about this. Uh, the Ray movie for Star Wars, it's been canceled. Well,
What?
they're not saying it's canceled, but it's been shelved. Yeah, yeah. The Ray movie that they were talking about, yeah, it's been canceled pretty much. So whenever they announce something and they're talking about, well, we're just gonna, you know, not we're not working on it right now. We're just gonna, we're just gonna put it on the shelf for now and come back to it later. Which means they fucking canceled it because they've said that for a bunch of different things. They're still saying that about the Ryan, what was it, the Ryan Johnson trilogy? Oh yeah, they're still gonna make Ryan Johnson's trilogy. No, they're not. They're never gonna make that.
That's actually
I mean,
crazy. When did this come out?
oh, this was like almost 2 weeks. I think it was like 3 weeks ago actually. This was
Sh-
like before the hurricane hit. I
Shit.
think this was like a week before the hurricane hit. But
Damn.
yeah, there's that, and the fact that the Mandalorian, and the only reason what started this was the Mandalorian movie got pushed to come out before the Ray movie comes out, and everybody assumed the Ray movie was gonna come out first, then the Mandalorian movie was. No, the Ray movie, I mean the Mandalorian movie's coming out first. So Star Wars is in, or Lucasfilm is in. Yeah, they're in some deep shit. To be fair though, they put themselves in this deep shit.
Yeah.
They have put themselves in the situation, and from what I'm hearing, they're really trying to get Jon Favreau into, you know, really directing this one to make it really good, but honestly, I don't see how he can make it good because you fucked up his original story by firing
Mhm.
a certain actress. So, again, folks, I just want to say, like, I usually try to refrain from getting too political, but with that situation, it's clear who was in the wrong in that situation, and it was clearly Disney. So, but
There's
it's
it.
that with that whole situation, it is so stupid and it's so crazy with how like just terribly they handled that, and they're continuously handling it. And that's another thing too. The Gina Carano lawsuit. I haven't heard anything new on it so far. I think it's still like it is going to go farther into it. I think it is going to Discovery,
Mhm.
but still I haven't seen or heard any new news on it. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I hope she sues the fuck out of them. Her and Elon. I hope they sue the hell out of them because they honestly deserve it. I mean, granted, me personally, I don't enjoy hating on these types of things. I want to see them succeed, but I want to see them succeed when they're actually doing good, not when they're just shoveling shit down my throat. And that's what they've
Yeah.
been doing. I mean, like, seriously, name me a good film that has come out, and the only one that you can name that's come out through Disney is what is that one called that came out in theaters not too long ago?
Wish.
Is it Inside Out? No, not Wish. No, Wish did terribly. Is it Inside Out the one with the emotion each
Yeah.
emotion has its own yeah.
It's like
Inside
Inside
Out 2.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah, Inside Out 2 is the only movie recently that Disney has came out with that has actually been successful. That's one movie, one out of a couple years from now. So yeah, no, they've dug this hole themselves.
Didn't they
And it's just
say like with the recent movie that came out that they had told the writers to hold back on that
yeah, the
stuff?
the message. Yeah, they did. Yeah, it has come out. They've come out with evidence of them Disney actually telling Pixar to cut out the well, a lot of articles and this is quoting the articles. Disney told their animators and their story writers to cut out the gay. That's legit what they told their writers and their animators to do. And I guess that's exactly what they did. But I mean, honestly, like, why are you putting shit like that in a children's movie to begin with is very questionable. I mean, I get it. You can have little budding friendships and shit like that, but like, why make the shit sexual for kids? It's just disgusting.
It's so
It's like,
weird,
good God.
dude.
I mean, I get it. Hollywood's full of nothing but damn degenerates, and honestly, I'd be happy to purge all of them all. But, still, it's just,
Just
I don't understand how a lot of them get away with a lot of the shit that they do.
it rubs me the wrong way super bad.
If I'm not mistaken, Dan Schneider got away with all the shit he did, didn't he? I don't think
Uh,
he's serving any time, nothing like that, if I'm not mistaken, or is this case still on hold?
I think I'm not too sure. I haven't checked in on it.
Yeah,
I
but
put.
I'm pretty sure he's not locked up right now,
Mhm.
and we know that dude did some shit. Any kid who's watched like iCarly, the Amanda Show way back in the day, seriously, I challenge you, go back and look at it now that you're an adult, and tell me if some scenes don't creep you out, because it will, and you can tell
Didn't
what's going on there. I'm surprised adults didn't call it out back then. If they did, probably didn't reach them because the internet wasn't really that big yet. I mean, we didn't have spaces like Twitter. I mean, they
I
did,
could
but it just wasn't as big.
I can't remember, but didn't what's their name? One of the
Talking
guys
about
on the show, on Dan Schneider's show, when every time he tried to get weird with the cast,
oh yeah,
he would
you're
step in
talking
and
about the guy
protect.
who played what's his
I
name, Jerry? He was the brother of Carly.
Yeah, we'll call him Jerry because I have.
Yeah, he was the crazy. He originally started as like the crazy guy with Drake and Josh. Remember, he was the crazy
Mhm.
theater worker. I forgot what they called him. It was
I've
like crazy. It was crazy something.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've
But yeah,
never
no,
watched like all these shows, so I don't really
really.
know. Yeah, I've never
I mean,
really
granted,
watched.
I was a Cartoon Network fanatic. I lived and breathed Cartoon Network as a little kid.
Mhm.
But I did watch Nickelodeon because I did like a lot of their cartoons. Like Rocket Power was awesome. The Wild Thornberries, that was a good show. What was that weird one that had like they looked like I want to say it was like made in Australia or something like that. I want to say the main character was like a wombat or something like that. I forgot what it is.
Thornberries.
His friend was a cow. No, his best friend was a cow.
Best
It's like some
friend was a
yellow and red cow.
cow and
I
chicken.
forgot what it was. No, it wasn't cow and chicken. That's Boomerang. It's that weird one with like the frog. It was like his neighbors were like a couple of frog. They were a frog couple or whatever. I forget
Oh,
what
I know what
the
you're
damn
talking about.
show's
I know what
called.
you're talking about.
Yeah, that show.
Fuck. Wasn't that one cow dude in Laszlo or something? I,
No, it wasn't. No, no,
yes,
not.
he
It's not Camp
was.
Laszlo.
He was.
It's not
That
Camp
cow. I
Laszlo.
know it's not in Camp Laszlo, but that guy was in Camp Laszlo, and that was confirmed to be the case. But they couldn't put him in Camp Laszlo because of
Are you
copyright reasons.
serious?
Yes, I am serious.
I know the
Um,
design looked close, but like that's kind of crazy if that's the case.
I don't
Because
know.
I
I'm
mean
look.
that design they were kind of similar. I want to say it was like Bizarre Life of something or something like that. I know. Was it My Teenage Life as a Robot? That was a
Yeah.
good one too.
Hold on. I'm pulling it up
Uh,
now.
I'll admit it. I watched fucking what was it? Totally Spies back then because there was nothing else to watch. That and there was another one
Dude,
too,
Totally
Mister
Spies was
Martin
kick
Mystery.
ass. Yeah, see, here we
Yeah, it
go.
was
Here we go. This
Martin Mystery
motherfucker.
too.
Alright, I pulled it up on stream so you could look at it. But this is literally. You cannot tell me, bro. They were the same person, just older. Like, literally the same thing. They shared the same voice actor, the same character
Oh
design,
yeah,
everything.
they kind of do look a little similar.
And on top of that, it was so crazy that some people, some fans actually went in and reanimated the character into Camp Laszlo.
Wow,
That
that's crazy.
maybe I can find the
Oh
video.
yeah, because like in Camp Laszlo, the actual like camp leader or whatever, he was an imposter the entire time.
Hmm.
Like he was just some homeless dude that stole the guy's outfit and everything and just became the camp leader for no reason. Yeah.
Dude, that was so fucking crazy of the final. And
Yeah,
mind you, this
the
was the
ending was
final.
wild. Yeah, that was the finale for that show. That was wild. I don't know. There's some wilder finales out there. There's some really crazy ones.
Oh yeah.
Uh, no, there
Oh.
was a lot of good ones. No, but like with that one though, back on the Dan Schneider shit though. But like, yeah, no, like I challenge you folks, if you ever watched any of those shows back in the day, go back and rewatch it. Tell me if it don't disgust you, because some scenes will. Now, granted, you'll get some you'll get some nostalgia from watching some of the old iCarly and Drake and Josh stuff. At the same time, you'll and Victorious, yeah, it's painfully obvious in the
Victorious?
Victorious show. Yeah, that
What
was the
even
other one
is that?
that was after. That was the show that came out after. It was kind of running. It was supposed to replace iCarly because iCarly was coming to an end. I think iCarly only lasted a season after Victorious came out,
Alright, I just
and
pulled
then
this up.
after the main girl, I forget what her name is, but the girl who plays Carly, after she quit because she went on to college,
Hmm.
it was Janet McCarthy and some other girl from the Victorious show called Cat or whatever. They made a show called Sam and Cat.
Sam and
So
Cat.
yeah, it was the
Sam
redhead that's in there. See the
and
redhead right there?
uh, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was yeah,
Dude,
but
I don't know any of this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not like live
no,
action shows.
the,
Oh my god, look
I,
at this. Dude, look at this man.
I didn't either, but like my little sister was entertained by it, and I would just sit there and watch it with her because it was one of the few shows that we'd actually sit down with that
Dude,
and Powder.
you cannot tell me this man was not weird.
Oh yeah, no, he was.
Look at
That's
this
what I'm saying.
guy.
These shows made it painfully obvious that right there, there he is, right there.
Hmm.
Go back a little bit. Jerry Taylor or something like that.
Oh.
Jerry Trainer, or right there. Go back to the cast. Go back to the cast. You see him? Yeah, that's the dude who,
Where?
in theory, protected the girl. Go back to just go to
I'm looking at cast.
yeah, go to cast. Or no, let's see here. Where was it? Right there. Yeah, there it is. No, no, go back to the other screen. God damn it.
I just
Yeah, scroll through there. You'll
uh
see him. You'll recognize him. Hit the arrow.
fuck. Fuck.
I'm still not seeing him. Where's he at? Just type in iCarly cast. He'll pop up.
See, I was looking at Sam Cat, so
Oh, there,
alright.
there he is, right there. The dude who looks like Keanu Reeves, right there.
Jerry Trainer.
Yep, Jerry Trainer. That's him. Yep.
So that. Oh, see,
That's
that's
the
the
dude who
guy.
would protect the kids. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the guy
okay.
who would protect the kids. Yeah.
GG, man. GG, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
My
because
boy
there was
was a
like
goat.
evidence where he would like, because you would see like the behind, especially in the behind the scenes, you could see it to where he would like kind of move in between every time Dan Snyder would go to hug all the kids and shit like that.
Dude,
And
I'm not.
you see it in some of the little the bonus films and shit like that. It's so creepy with a lot of that shit. And I kind of
What?
hate it now that that's what he's gonna be remembered for. Because honestly, that dude's an amazing actor. He's a really good actor and a good musician too.
Dude,
His
but this
acting's really
guy
good.
here, I gotta mention this guy. This fucking guy, because Dan Schneider reminded me of this guy. The Mighty Magic Swords
Oh
guy.
no.
What was this guy, man? You can't tell me this was not it. This man looked like an NPC off of GTA 5. You cannot tell me, man. This shit
Jesus
was
Christ.
fucking crazy. I don't care
This
what
is beyond
anyone
me.
says.
This was after.
I
That
mean,
was the
look at
creator for
this.
Magic Sword
Yeah, the Mighty
or
Magic.
Magic Mighty Sword.
This guy actually got arrested for child porn. He had like over a terabyte of it, I
Hey,
believe.
oh, you gotta say CP. You gotta say
Uh,
CP or they'll take it down.
bro,
Yeah.
I don't care at this point. I gotta mention this. I don't care. But
Yeah.
dude, this is crazy because his track record, you wouldn't think about it with this guy because he actually advocated against it. Like he was the guy that would call out on this type of stuff.
Hey man, there's a saying that I have come to notice is very very true. Like I've seen it been proven true so many times.
Hmm.
Those who preach the loudest, 9 times out of 10, they have the most to hide.
Oh shoot,
Yeah.
knowledge. See, that's
So
knowledge.
those who preach the loudest, 9 times out of 10, they have the most to hide. So,
But
hey,
hey, Els, what's good? We got someone in the chat.
nice.
I,
Oh, no, something that's kind of cool. If you want to pull this up, what was it? There's a game that's coming out. I kind of hate that this is in VR, but type in Metro VR. There is they're making a new Metro game, which I'm honestly surprised they're doing because I haven't really heard too much from the development
Metro
team of the
Awakening.
Metro. Yeah, Metro Awakening. Okay, so this is why I'm surprised that this game's even coming out. So, granted, I'm pretty sure I've told this story, but the guys who made the Metro 2023, or 2033 games, they're based in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if their studio's still around or up or what. I haven't heard any news on that.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
this
with
game looks
the
also kind of
war.
cool. And yeah, and they're making a fucking VR game. How crazy is that?
And this,
Unless this team moved to America, which I don't think they did. I think they're still based in Ukraine. They came out with this. Like, dude, the guy who wrote the books, Dmitry Glugosky. Well, I butchered his name. I'm so sorry about that, but like, this guy is legit. He's on Putin's most wanted
wait, are you
because
serious?
yes, I'm serious. He got ran out of Russia because he legit on Russian. I think it was the Russian version of Twitter or whatever there is, and he said this on Twitter too. He spoke out against the war in Ukraine, and he was pronounced. I mean, to be fair, his books already have a lot of anti-communist stuff in them because if you read the books, you play the games,
Mm-hmm.
there is a bit of anti-communist themes. So it would not surprise me that he was already pretty much already on Putin's shit list. So him speaking out in a very public manner and getting a lot of attention for it, and it's fair too because like this guy, like the reason why his books are so big and so famous around the world is because of the Ukrainian studio who made the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like he kind of is, and he, if I'm not mistaken, they're like the Metro team. They're very close. Like these guys are like buddy buddies. So when of course, Putin's fucking up their way of life, he's gonna come out and say something. But again, this guy, I'm pretty sure Dmitry, he was already on Putin's shit list because of the anti-communist stuff that is in the Metro books. So, but no, it's
That's
just cool that the fact that like, dude, these guys, you can see like that's something I'll give these guys too. The team who developed Metro, there's so much love into that game, and it's super obvious. Like you could tell they put a lot of love and attention into the Metro games. Like for example, Metro 33 or 2033 and Last Light. There's really doesn't look too much difference. I mean, the only difference between the two games, like yeah, there's a slight graphical increase. The AI is a little bit more advanced, but it's like it's barely noticeable. Like all they did was you could tell they improved the engine a little bit, improved on how they work on that engine. It's like the difference between Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. It's legit the difference. You've seen those two. Like yeah, Fallout 3, its graphics looks like shit, but when you get into New Vegas, the graphics still look like shit, but the gameplay's amazing because the gameplay has improved so much. The gunplay's better.
mm-hmm.
The mechanics are a lot better. Same thing with Last Light. The graphics, they're okay, but the gameplay, way more better, way more fleshed out, a lot better. And then Metro Exodus just, took it to a whole new level. Brand new engine, brand new graphics, brand new gameplay, brand new everything. And they still improved upon it. So this one, it looks like it's made in the same the engine that made Exodus. I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
kind of sucks as a VR game because this means in order to play this game, I'm going to have to go buy a fucking VR set, and I hate that.
I got a
Because
VR
I am a
headset, so
fanboy for anything Dimitri makes, so
I got a
I'm going
VR
to have to go
headset,
buy that.
so I may be able to play
I'm sure
this.
it's gonna be PC. Yeah, you
Oh,
might be able to
I
play it. Like I
got
said,
yeah,
it's
I
fun.
can hook up I got an Oculus VR, so I can hook it up to PC. That's how I play.
Yeah,
Um,
but like
what's
I
it
said,
called?
man, it's just crazy that they were actually. And again, I've told the story before. I know I have, but these guys made the first Metro game with like half the time they didn't even have fucking power. They had to use generators to power the computer so that way they could animate and they could work on shit.
Damn.
So that tells me these motherfuckers were working while there's grenades and machine guns flying all fucking around them.
They probably wake up
Because I
first thing
know
in the
how dedicated
morning.
these guys are.
Yeah, they probably
Probably
wake up
killed a
like,
fucking
mm-hmm,
probably killed a couple Russians and just
Russians.
fucking went back to work animating.
Bro, they just wake up in the morning with like bullets flying over their heads. Like, imagine one of them just drinking, coughing, and a bullet just flies through their mug, and they're just like, ah,
It's like,
just a
oh, I
fucking
like that
Monday.
mug. Fuck it, I gotta animate RT and fucking throwing a grenade or some shit. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, dude, it's just so awesome. It's so cool. But no, man, like I said, I really hope because I haven't like heard too much about them. I haven't really tried to. I mean, I've tried to dig into it, but a lot of it's on Instagram. And have I told the story about the when I tried to make an Instagram account, I got instantly fucking banned, and I think it's because of the fucking Russians. I have no evidence of this,
What?
but I tried to make an Instagram account so that way I could follow, because he's on Instagram, Dmitry Glukowski.
Mm-hmm.
He's on Instagram. I made an Instagram account. I had it for like a split second. I instantly followed Dimitri, and then within 20 minutes, I was banned, like completely banned off of um Instagram. I no longer had an Instagram account. I went and made a second account, did the same thing, was fucking banned. I'm like, you fucking bastards up there, you commie bastards.
Bro.
Because I was trying to do research into finding out what he's been up to ever since the Russian government pretty much made him a criminal. I mean, or pronounced him as a most wanted criminal. But, like
Bro.
it's insane. And like seriously, dude, if you try to go search news on this dude at all, because like most of the news you're gonna get on him from that fucking Instagram. If you try to search for him at all, you're not gonna find much info. You're just not.
This
Because
is
like I think
wild.
the last because like there's an article on him. The last bit of like not news that you can actually pull up. Now that might have changed by now. I haven't actually did research into this guy in a while. But last time I did research into it, the only article you could find at the time, I think this was like back in 2023 or 2022. I think this was back in 2023 when I looked for it. This was at the start of the war. It was when he was announced to be a criminal, and that was it. That's all I could find on the guy.
So
I
wild,
couldn't find out
man.
if the studio was okay. I couldn't find out if like anyone from the actual studio fucking got attacked or any shit like that, or if they were pressed into the service. I couldn't find any info on like that. But I mean, to be fair, I'm like an amateur researcher, so I wouldn't know how to go and actually find any of this info anyway. But no, it's wild though. Like honestly, I hope that whole team's okay and none of them were actually infected by that war at
Hmm.
all. I really hope they aren't because they are some of the most talented game devs I have ever seen. Like I mean, again, you're hearing a Metro fanboy right here, but nah, dude, it's just fucked up.
Yeah, it
But yeah,
is
no,
crazy.
that's what surprised me that they actually make a VR game of all things instead of making something else. Just kind of wow, they go there. Mm. I mean, because like you have to have some like high tech stuff to make VR.
Hmm.
I mean, I imagine you would. I imagine you have to have some like hardcore tech to hardware to make VR games. I don't think it's as simple as making a simple shooter. Which, to be fair, that's not even simple either. Calling a shooter simple, that's not even simple at all. But it's just that's so far what I got for the gaming news. That's kind of it on my end.
Yeah, that I don't really have anything else either. So, um,
No, I mean, it's
everything's
probably a
just been
good place to end it.
quiet. So
Yeah,
there's
a little
really,
bit.
mm-hmm.
Oh, there's
So
plenty of drama to fucking talk about, but fuck
yeah,
that. No, really good gaming news.
yeah,
No, no announcements on the Switch yet, which I'm
mm-hmm.
kind of honestly, I really hope they call that the Super Switch. They really need to call that thing the Super Switch.
Call
Uh,
like pay homage to the Super Nintendo.
yeah, do something. I know Nintendo's not gonna call it Switch 2. That I
Mm-hmm.
instantly know they're not gonna Switch 2. It's
When
not gonna
did
be
the
called that.
Super Nintendo come out?
Oh, that was like fucking probably 80s, late 80s.
1991.
Oh shit, I was wrong. It was early 90s.
Actually, I think it's almost at its 25th anniversary. Hold on, let me
Well,
make
is
sure.
that the American release or is that the Japanese release? Because I know sometimes there's a year gap.
Nationwide, was or released in North America on. It was released in North America August 23rd, 1991, and then with a nationwide release date of September 9th, 1991. It was
Okay.
the in Japan. It was released November 21st, 1990. So, hold
Hmm.
on, let me put this date in.
I was say when did they
1990
like the was it when did
minus
the original
20.
PlayStation come out? I think that was like what 90.
Holy
No, what
shit.
97? That was PlayStation 2.
The Super Nintendo is releasing, well, next year on November 21st will be 35 years old.
Yeah, it's old. I mean, for God's sakes, look how old the original Game Boy is. Eesh.
Oh
And
my
that one's
fucking
fucking
Christ.
hit you.
That's probably why they want to release the Switch 2 next year and call it the Super Switch or the Super Nintendo Switch.
I'll call it something. Like I said, I hope it's the Super Switch because that's like the best name you could do
Hmm.
for it. But I guarantee they have their own name they already thought out of and they're gonna call it. Because I mean, it was kind of weird when they called that what was it, the better version, or was it like an HD update for the Switch? Was it the oiled? What was the difference between the
OLED.
oiled and the OLED? Yeah, the
Oiled.
OLED.
Yeah, I have the OLED. I
I'm
have the
fucking
Tears of the Kingdom edition of the OLED.
yeah. What was the difference between it and the default one? I forgot what it
The
was. Was it a graphical update or just
Yeah,
hardware
it was
update?
a graphical update, a better processor, so games
Okay.
run better. So all in all, it was essentially the XL for the 3DS.
Yeah, because I mean to be fair, that thing kind of needed it.
It
Cause
still
it
needs it. The fuck you on? It still needs it. I kind of agree with
yeah,
people when they said that the Switch 2 or the Switch OLED should at least run at 60 frames per second.
I mean it struggles with Tears of the Kingdom. I've seen people play it on that thing
Mm,
and it just struggles.
it does
It's super
struggle.
rough.
Well, then
And that's the
again,
thing.
A lot
I
of
mean
people
it is a good
forget
game.
that Breath of the Wild was made specifically for the Wii U, not the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, the
I
Breath of the
didn't know that.
Wild was made for the Wii U. Why do you think the gamepad or the Sheikah Slate resembles a Wii U gamepad more? And then
Oh yeah.
the Sheikah Slate and Tears of the Kingdom reflect a Nintendo Switch
You got a point.
because it was just made for that, you know? So when the game ended up getting released, they decided, why don't we just release it for both consoles? Because why not? So it gives people the option who want to just play Breath of the Wild, then they can on the Switch. But if you got it for if you got a Wii U, then you could use the Wii U.
Hmm.
So it
Of
gave
course
people
they
the
didn't go through
option.
with that though, did they?
Huh?
That's like I don't think they went through with that, did they?
No,
It's
they
like you
did.
can't play Breath of the Wild on the Wii U.
Yeah, you could still play it on the Wii U. They made
Oh, Breath of the Wild, you can?
yeah.
I thought it only launched on the Switch. I didn't know it
No,
launched it on the Wii U.
it was on Wii U.
Oh,
Actually, I think you can still buy it.
hmm. Let me look. So that's
Yeah.
crazy. I must say, wait, did Breath of the Wild that launched with the Switch, didn't it?
Yeah, it
Or
launched
did it come?
with it.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, never mind, never mind. I was thinking that the Breath of the Wild came out like a little bit after the Switch had been out.
So, when the Switch came out, there was only like two games at launch, and that was Breath of the Wild and like one other game. Oh, let me look at this up so I can get my facts straight.
Yeah, no, it was on the Wii U. Okay. Yeah, 2017. Wow, damn, this game came out in 2017? Shit, I thought it was 2018 when the game came out. Damn,
Let's
I
see
didn't think it was that
here.
old. Maybe I'm just thinking of Tears of the Kingdom. That's why I want to say it's not that
Oh.
old because of Tears of the Kingdom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there's only 10 launch titles. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of them are digital, while the other 5 are retail. Which
Hmm.
were 1-2 Switch, Just Dance, Breath of the Wild, Skylanders, and Super Bomberman R. Those were the 5 retail, and the 5 digital was I Am Setsuna, Snipper Clips, Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, and Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment, and Fast RMX. Those
Oh
were,
yeah, that's right. There is a second Shovel Knight game in there.
I think it's
All right.
DLC. I'm not too sure. I
Oh,
don't
is
know.
it? Okay.
I don't know because I know
Oh,
everyone's
no,
been
I know
asking for
the.
Silk Song or whatever the hell that is.
I have no idea. I know Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight. I played that a little bit. That was a fun game. I never beat it, but from what I did play of it, I mean that was a really cool game.
Mm-hmm.
See me, I've never been like really into platformers that much. I've usually just not been too great at them. Well, I just kind of don't play Mario too much because I just do not care for platformers at all too much. But
Dude, I'm amazing at platformers. I think that's the one type of game franchise I can best anyone at. Like I've told like my Xbox friends that you can beat me in Call of Duty, you can beat me in any shooter, but you'll never beat me in platformers.
still doesn't want to take on the freaking Mount Battle from Pokemon Coliseum, the 100, the 100 battle.
Oh my God,
Yeah, don't want to do that one.
don't remind me.
It's 100 Pokemon, but yeah, you gotta do that too, cause you're playing Coliseum, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or you're about to.
Yeah,
Yeah, have
I
fun with that.
gotta.
If you want 100% that game, you have to play that thing, and there is no heals, there's no healing station, no nothing, just what you carry with you. It is brutal. It is not fun.
I think that's like one of the hardest gaming challenges out there. That and trying to beat fucking Bloodborne and Dark Souls without taking a single hit. And yes, it is possible
Okay.
to
Yeah, it's
beat Dark
possible.
Souls.
Bloodborne's not that. Okay, like Bloodborne's not okay compared to like Demon Souls, the first one, like the original, not the new one that came out on the PS5
Hmm.
that's remastered. The original Demon Souls. I want to say it's harder to do a no hit on that one than it is on Bloodborne, just because of how sluggish the controls are.
Hmm.
Like the dodging mechanic was not. I mean, hell, if you get real good at dodging in Bloodborne, it's not that hard. It is super easy. Like the gameplay is way more fast paced, but at the same time, Bloodborne is not as hard as people think it is. If you just go slow, study your opponent's moves, and then use their when they have an opening, you use it against them. It's fucking easy. That's why people have struggle with Dark Souls and like Bloodborne is because everybody just wants to rush to the next enemy, kill them, and then go. No,
Hmm.
you actually have to wait for your opponent to make a mistake and then punish them when they make the mistake. That's what the AI does to you. They wait for you to make a mistake and then punish you for making that mistake. So
Yeah.
it's not that hard of a game, honestly. I mean, like hell, people say that the Elden Roll, Elden Scroll, not Elden Scrolls, but the Elden Ring is a very difficult fuck. It's harder than all of them. No, it's not. I've seen gameplay to Elden Ring. I mean, I've talked to people who's played it. It's nowhere near as hard as well. Hell, in my opinion, Dark Souls 3 is probably one of the easiest. But from what I've heard, Elden Ring's probably easier than Dark Souls 3, and the original Dark Souls is harder than all of them combined.
I've heard that
So,
Dark Souls 2 was one of the is by far the hardest.
well, Dark Souls 2 is difficult because it changes up a lot of the mechanics from the original. It's just I don't know. Dark Souls 2 is looked upon as the unfavored child out of the three games from the Dark Souls series,
Hmm.
only because it sways so much from the original game. And Dark Souls 3 is legit just a callback to the original game. Like its bosses are so similar, its gameplay is so similar to the original. I mean, hell, like it barely honestly, Dark Souls 3, if you look at its like lore references and everything, it rarely references 2. It does, but it references 1 way more than it ever does 2. Like I think there's like a very few NPCs. Actually, if I'm now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think there's any NPCs from like the second game that's even alive. I think they're all dead. Where like there's a few NPCs from the first game that are actually in 3. I mean, of course you have Andre the blacksmith from the first one.
Hmm.
I think he's called something else now. You have what's I mean, of course it's a different character, but he's still I'm calling it the same NPC because it's that NPC with an armor, with the same armor. The guy with thorns, Kurik or Kurik, however the hell you say his name, Sigmire. But again, it's not Sigmire, but it's still someone with his armor. The Onion Knight makes a return. Um, you got several characters from the first that reference the first game,
Hmm.
whereas the second one, honestly, I can't off the top of my head think of an NPC that is living. That's not just a dead or just an armor set that you pick up. I don't think there's like an actual living NPC that you talk to that's from the second game. I'm pretty
Shit.
sure they're all dead. Because well, I mean to be fair, like I said, it's like the second game is kind of like the the I don't want to say the unwanted stepchild of the three Dark Souls games, but it is the one that changed up the most. Because I'm trying to think of a comparison to like another game comparison that would best represent it. It's kind of like what was it? When Pokemon finally went to 3D instead
Hmm.
of being always being 2D, it's like it changed up some of the stuff a good bit. It just kind of threw some people off. It's kind of like that a little bit, I guess, is what I can right now. What's my brain is thinking of the best comparison.
Hmm.
But no, and not to mention, I think in Dark Souls 2, the movement system was a little bit slower. Oh yeah, the Estus flask, your pretty much your main flask that would give you your main healing source or whatever. That would honestly, it was a big risk to use Estus flask because it could get you killed if you didn't know what you're doing. Because when you went, okay, normally when you take an Estus flask, when you go to heal, you can still you'll move slower, but you can still move while you're using the Estus flask to heal. Dark Souls 1 or 2, I mean, no, your character legit just sits still, and it takes a good solid what 2 seconds to heal.
Oh my
That's a
god.
lot in a game that's kind of yeah. Well, it's probably not 2 seconds, probably like a second and a half. But still, the fact that you sit still, like you're not moving when you go to heal, but it did have healing crystals that you can get that you could use them while you were moving. And I didn't heal you a lot, but they still healed you, and it was a consumable. So when you use that crystal, that was it. It's gone. Whereas your Estus Flash, you just go rest at a bonfire and it comes back. So to those who know how to play it and those who actually, it's not that hard. Dark Souls 2.
Hmm.
It's some people say it's a little bit easier because of like the healing mechanics, because the healing crystals, if you spent your souls right and you did some stuff right, yeah, the healing crystals actually they were better than the Estus Flask. But again, you just had to build up your character to where you can move more. I mean, very fair. In the first Dark Souls game too, your character was like super slow as well. You did
Hmm.
not move that fast either. Like hell, if you chose the Knight in Dark Souls 1, the Knight profile, good luck trying to roll, because when you roll, you're just fat rolling, and that's when you like slow roll to
Yeah.
dodge out of the way of attacks. So yeah, you're fat rolling the entire time. So the only one who actually did not like fat roll throughout the game was pretty much and of course your cleric, your pyromancer, all the other ones, and the warrior, and I think the assassin, because they didn't have too many classes. Dark Souls 3 had way more classes, and so did Dark Souls 2. They just
Hmm.
had way more. And that's the thing. There's not like really a class system in Dark Souls. It's just you just build it however you want. Like normally I go with a knight, and I'll just start putting magic on it and making where I can use heavy weapons and or not holy, but miracles. I mean, you could totally get a knight and then just start using like pyromancies or sorcerers with him. So I mean,
Yeah.
you build however the hell you want to build. It's some of the builds are kind of funny. There are some meme builds in there, and they're honestly absolutely hilarious. There's some glitch builds too, and fuck those guys who use those. Fuck you if you're a glitch build user. Go fuck yourself. You've caused me a lot of pain. uh,
Yeah.
but
I've never really
you
played
could.
Dark Souls, so I can't really talk much on this topic.
Oh, fresh blood! I gotta get you in a game. We gotta play
Oh
Dark Souls 3.
hell,
Let me get you in.
man.
It's
You
not
too.
that hard. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. It's not that hard.
Oh my
Seriously,
god.
like Dark Souls 3 is probably the easiest one out of all three Dark Souls games. It is legit.
Oh,
It's not like you're forcing you into Dark Souls 1. It's like, all right, figure it out. Because like Dark Souls 3, as soon as you beat the first boss, you can instantly play with other people as long
like
as you buy certain items. Like right then and there.
imagine
Yes. Dark
my
Souls 1, no, you have to get decently far in order to actually play with other people.
imagine like
So,
the first boss, like we're going through a boss rush in it, and the first people we get are the fucking two golden brothers from that one Dark Soul game.
well,
Y-
like I said, good luck, because like nobody's playing that game right now. Well, console, nobody's playing the game. PC, I'm pretty sure there's still a decent bit of players. But like console, like I was playing it the other day on PlayStation, and ain't nobody right. I mean, yeah, you'll still find some people in like the real popular areas. Um, I think I got one person to invade me in the swamp, which is honestly surprising. Like usually I don't go through the toxic swamp, and
Mhm.
nobody invades you if you're playing online. It's kind of I don't know. It's kind of freaky playing through the swamp and just nobody fucking invading you. It's weird. You're just constantly on edge. Like, all right, where's that invader? And he just never shows up because
Bruh.
nobody's playing the game anymore. But I mean, to be fair, it's an old game and people's done moved on to Elden Ring. So it's or
Yeah.
Bloodborne. Or, I mean, not Bloodborne, but Demon Souls, the first one. So, and Demon Souls, don't ask me about that one because honestly, I've never played that one. That's one of the only that one and Elden Ring, are the only Souls games I haven't really played. Which I will be playing them soon as I can get I actually get them.
Yeah.
I'll probably make a playthrough of Demon Souls because the lore in that game is freaking awesome. Like seriously, there's some good story writing in both those games. Of course, the only way to get the story is just to read every single damn item that you come across. Seriously,
Bruh.
those are like some of the only games that I know of where the story of the game is told through the items, the item description. Most of the game is told through the fucking item descriptions.
At
Like
least
I think
with
like legit.
Black Ops
I think
Zombies, it tells you everything through radios, but if I have to fucking read like the
an
documents to
item,
understand
yeah.
the story, that's fucking stupid. Cold War did that, and
I
I
mean,
absolutely hated it.
I can't talk some shit because like Fallout does that too.
Oh, dude, Fallout's
Like
the
to
most
find out
guilty
like
with it.
yeah, like well to be when it comes to the like the vaults and the corporations, like Fallout is really guilty with it. But I mean, to be fair, like I don't think yeah no none of the games really have a focus. I don't even like 76 doesn't. The vaults aren't really like the corporation isn't really a big story component of the games. I know what was the build of it because they were wanting to make them. They were actually okay. So this is something you're going to find it awesome. So they were wanting to make a Fallout movie back in the day. This is before Fallout 3 came out. This was I think this was like during the early 2000s. Seriously, this Fallout script they came out with for this fucking movie is wild as hell. It is so crazy. It's wild as hell. But pretty much the big bad in the movie was supposed to be Vault Tech, and it would and this movie script that we got did confirm that it was Vault Tech that was responsible for the bombs dropping for both the U.S. and the because a lot of people like if you play I think Fallout 3,
Hmm.
if you read the records in Fallout 3, it points the finger at China pretty much with the evidence that you can pull from that's on the terminals, the evidence that you could find from raiding the military bases and all that stuff, it points the finger at China. Now, if I or no, that's New Vegas that points the finger at China because you actually go to like a radio or like a comms area or whatever. Like it's like it's a radar base where you actually like they detect. They're the ones who first detect China launching missiles and they alert the rest of the United States in the Mojave. And it's Fallout 3 who points the finger at us at the United States. I think Fallout 4 does too.
Hmm.
But from this Fallout Bible that was from the original like movie script or whatever, it actually points the finger at Vault Tech and the Enclave, because it's suggested that it was the Enclave and Vault Tech who got together and said, "Hey, let's just have them launch the nuke so that way we could fucking take over everything." I mean,
Yeah.
it's wild with some of it, with a lot of the theories and shit. But seriously though, if you ever get the time, go look at like some lore tuber or whatever like talking about that Fallout Bible. It's so funny and wild with some of the shit. Like there's supposed to be this crazy fucking sex scene where he's screwing where the Vault Dweller's screwing a mutant. It's just wild, dude.
What?
Yeah, no, dude, it went wild with some of this shit. Oh, it was just crazy. Yeah. No, it was. I mean, it was. It's like your typical early 2000s Hollywood script. That's legit what it is. Honestly, no, it felt more like a 90s script, but it was super wild, and I guarantee you it would not have been made. They probably would like any like fuck. I guarantee they would have tried to push it, and like any director who got a hold of the script would have went, no, I'm not making this. I'm not making this piece of hot garbage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think folks, that's probably a good time to end it because we're coming up very fucking late. And
Yeah,
I know we
it's
started too late, but
11:55 right now for
yeah,
us,
we're
so
we're almost at the 2 hour mark. So
right when I get the
any last words?
um
And what you got something else?
no, I think that's really about it. We don't really have any, like I said, we don't have a lot of topics today, so
After
um
someone who said we did have a lot of topics today.
yep. So it is what it is. So yeah, I guess we'll
Well,
just
that
go ahead
will
and end it. And
yeah, that will conclude episode 4. Probably what was it? Next week. Let's try to do this a little bit earlier for
yeah,
next week. I mean, like I said, we're stuff happens, situation happens. So again, this gonna be a little wild. So until I guarantee you, until maybe probably I get my situation set up to where I can actually start doing shit, it'll probably become a little bit more timeline or streamlined. Because Lynx over here, he's way more busier than I am. I have a lot more
mhm,
free time on my hand. But Lynx has all the damn, gear, the hardware that we need for this shit. I don't have the hardware. So I mean, hell, for God's sakes, my PC, I don't. I'm pretty sure if I could figure out why my mic's not working or any mic hookups not working, I would probably try to run the streams with piece of shit I have. But until I figure that out or I get something new, you know, we're just gonna be like this, which is fine. I mean, well, hell, we barely what little followers we have. I'm pretty sure they don't actually care.
Yeah, as long as we can get the content out, I think they don't really care, even if it's like 140p or the lowest quality possible. We're still trying to
It's
make
just
do with
fucking
what we got.
it's just people talking. I don't think they care. Like honestly, like every time I
Yeah,
listen to a podcast, I just have it in the background. I'm doing something else. I'm either doing dishes, you know, playing a game, or just
or
doing
sucking
something.
dick. I mean, you do you, but I mean, if we're
Hey,
just
hey, 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 hey. With all the shit you say, you know, hearing you, I'm pretty sure the only one who does that shit would be you. I mean, how many
Either
times have we heard you say, fuck me in the ass today? How many times have we heard you say that shit?
once,
I'm
once.
pretty sure
That's
it's
an
been more than
all-time
once.
record.
I'm pretty sure it's been more than once. If I rewind this damn stream right now and I catch another one, man, it's ooh. Someone catch him in 4K and send it to him. Someone catch a clip of him doing
Oh,
it twice and
dude,
just send it
if
to
we
his
do
ass.
this for more than
Tell
a
me when this
year,
war.
it's just gonna be a fucking
A
compilation of
whole
me just
compilation of
saying,
you
"Oh,
just
fuck
saying
me
that
in my
shit.
ass." It's gonna turn out
Yep.
to be my
Hey,
catchphrase.
see, you done proved my point. You said it again, and now I have another. You done helped my case.
Like I said, this is gonna turn into my own catchphrase, man. I'm gonna end up keep saying it. I'm gonna be on.
It's a weird catchphrase. It is not a good one. You need to find another one.
I'm gonna be on my deathbed, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, Dutch, I got the black lung." And then I'm gonna see the
Oh
light. I'm gonna
God.
be like, "Oh, fuck me in my ass, no." And then I'll be dead, long
You know,
and
if Dutch
gone.
shoots you in the head for that one, I do not blame him. That crazy motherfucker. He probably do it too.
Yep, I probably would.
Anyone who's played Red Dead 1, you know how crazy that bastard is.
Oh my god. But anyway,
Uh,
let's go ahead and end